I was talking about controlling the sound with bow speed. The hard thing with this, which enables me to play all the strings, so there's his first two strings, 3, 4. Each string is a different thickness, so it takes a different amount of pressure and weight to vibrate constantly. So when you're playing 3 or 4 note chords, all the strings need a different weight and bow speed. So it's extremely hard to... It's a bit easy with open strings. But when this is another case in point to play very slowly and to get the constant sound. But it depends on the music. You can do a tremolando with this. This is quite nice. With this, yeah, you get the most incredible thing, because often with soul pont you get these overtones which you can't predict, and harmonics. Well, if you've got 4 strings playing, you get and you get lovely things you can't do, of course, like lovely harmonic chords. With this bow, I can't do a very good spiccato. I can do an okay spiccato because of the huge floppiness, lack of tension, which I have to control with my thumb. It's not so good. But then you can do other things. So I just swap bows usually. This has been modified actually. The type that Ollie Coates has got is a much newer model, and it's got a different bow hold now. And Michael Bach, no relation apparently, the German cellist, wonderful German cellist who invented this, he plays Bach on with this bow. So if he plays the saraband, he uses that bow. I don't, because I want to play Bach with that bow. I just think it for me it suits the music better.
What would Bach's bow have been like?
I think he would have had a baroque bow, which is only a slight, like you see, Academy of Ancient Music, whatever, that kind of bow. So the bow, they would have spread. They still would have. You would have had that kind of thing. I don't think you need to hear, as lovely as it might sound. But I get people write me new pieces. I've got about 9 or 10 now. So new compositions using this bow, not all the time in the composition, sometimes it's that and then there's a section like this. And sometimes there's a few ensemble pieces which this has ended up in.
So a baroque bow would be kind of halfway between the two then?
Well, I think only
much
more towards the modern bow.
Yeah.
This is really an extreme, as you can see. I mean, a baroque bow is going to be sort of like that.
Right.
Really, in terms of curvature.
But we couldn't expect every cellist to have one of those now.
Well, to be honest with you, a good modern bow is the same cost as this. And a lot of cellists or violinists have 2 or 3 bows, or even 4 bows. So it's not really... But I mean, the point is what they're going to use it for. I use it for improvisation and I use it for compositions that people write. I mean, over time, I think things... I mean, a lot of people are playing inside the piano much more than they were 20, 30 years ago. It's true. Not just improvisers, a lot of composers are wanting to use inside the piano in different ways, and with electronics, etc. So I think, these things at first everyone sort of thinks, that's just a gimmick or something. Not necessarily, depending on... I think it's entirely up to the composers really to use what they want, and if there's an opportunity to use a certain way of using an instrument, then that is going to suit them, but not everybody.